China is emerging not only as a global superpower, but as the world's largest automotive market. In our four-part series, The Silk Road, we sent producer Brian Chow back to his roots to examine car life in modern-day China. Well, in the first segment, you did a great sort of overview of China as an automotive market in general. Now we're going to get into specifics. The one that intrigues me is actually physically driving in such a populated country. So how do the rules of the road or no rules of the road work?
Well, as you saw in the first segment, the rules of the road are kind of like no rules of the road, but it seems to work. You know, you got to look out for pedestrians because they don't have the right of way anywhere in China that I was in. Okay, so you're basically, it's like human frogging. You know, so the best thing to do is to follow someone else that's crossing the street. But
I see in the video you have here, you've got everybody crossing the street. Motorcycles, bicycles, cars, pedestrians. It's just a free-for-all at all times.
well, you have to be alert, and that's why the use of the horn is used extensively. Now, it's not an aggressive honk when you're honking. You know, so whether you're a scooter, you're a car, you're a bus, truck, doesn't matter. You hear honking all the time, and that's just saying, hey, I'm right here. If you're crossing the street, someone honks, don't make any sudden moves.
Now the video clip shows cars changing across traffic, no signals, motorcycle turning left, no signal, vehicles just crossing in front of other vehicles and they have to slow down, what have you, but nobody seems upset about it.
Well, the first 2 days I was there, I was just terrified. And it really, you know, you'll be turning left, and I was a passenger, and you'll be turning left and the driver's turning into oncoming traffic.
Right.
Okay, so he's turning left, he's going the wrong way, and he just kind of merges over to his proper lane after a while, and the oncoming traffic, they just slow down. And they, you know, it's a regular, everyday occurrence.
So here in North America, we would jam on the brakes, honk our horns, what are you doing, right? There, they just roll with it.
They roll with it, and it, you know, it looks chaotic, but it's very, very passive driving.
Okay. Now, what does it feel like when you get back? Everything here is so organized.
Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, there's some things that maybe we should adopt, and because they'd work.
Yeah, well, have you ever been to New York? They honk a lot there too. But it's just like, that's when anybody stops, they start honking. That's more aggressive. That's very New York. So that was great. So what's in the next segment?
The next segment is what China's doing to combat their huge automotive explosion.